Good morning, our dear subscribers. The FutureTrend channel is again with you. And of course, the main topic of today is the meeting of the Fed, where the market participants will closely eye the indication regarding the future extension of hiking of interest rate by the Fed. And of course, more or less, the market is priced in the interest rate hike today by 0.25%. And of course, investors and market participants will pay special attention on the economic projections and dot plot revision of the Fed, as well as, of course, the following press conference by the newly elected Fed's president Jerome Powell. We are not so optimistic regarding the economic projection and especially regarding the following press conference conducted by the Fed's president. We suggest that Jerome Powell will be more or less cautious regarding the future interest rate policy in the United States and will caution the market against overextension regarding the future hikes. And also we suggest he will pay special attention on the inflation situation in the United States, which is not so solid and not so impressive, and that's why we suggest the dollar is ripe for a possible correction today. But of course, a lot of will depend on the real situation and the real kind of wording by the Fed's president. That's we will see some later during American session. And also we'd like to note that today, after the Federal Open Market Committee meeting, we will come with a new release of our strategy depending on the result of the Fed's meeting, of course. Regarding today's analysis of major currencies, as you can see, euro dollar, we still suggest to buy it on a possible dip to a longer term uptrend line, which intersects around the moment intersects around 120-170. That's why we will try to enter a new long in the currency in the case of possible retest of this uptrend line. Also, a possible break below this line could extend move lower, but another solid kind of support we see around the highs of 2017 at 120.90. So we suggest to buy a possible dip in the euro dollar undershooting of 121.80 level with another adding to a position around 120-120 with a stop below 120.90. But of course, a lot of will depend on the real situation after the Fed's meeting, and if it's really something happens, we will change our strategy, of course. But at the moment, we still suggest that euro dollar has everything in its arms to resume its major uptrend. The dollar yen, we still suggest it's sell on a possible rallies. Probably at the moment, in the short term, our short term view is while the pair is trading below 107.90, the pair should retest its current lows around 105. 105.25, the lows of March. Regarding the sterling, we pay your attention on today's unemployment rate and very important another component of the employment report, which is average earnings index, and which is indication of the current state of inflation expectations in the UK economy. Yesterday, you know that consumer price index was not so good as the market was expected, roughly 0.1% lower from the expectations, and that's why the cable was trading below psychological important level by 140. But anyway, it still keep its underlying bullish trend intact, and we still suggest it's a buy on a dip kind of pair. And but now we a little bit more caution, and we will enter a new long in the cable only in case of a dip below 139. And the dollar Swiss, finally we decided to short the currency today, this morning, at 0.9550, because we still suggest that the Fed's meeting won't be so hawkish as the market expected. And to say the truth, from technical point of view, the dollar Swiss, while trading below its moving average daily line, which lies today at 0.9665, we still suggest that the pair should resume its underlying bearish trend. And what else we'd like to note this morning, that in case of a possible rebound, extension of the current up move, and a possible test of the moving average 200 daily line, we will add some more to our short position with a stop above 0.97. At the moment, that's all regarding the major currencies and analysis of major currencies. We will come some later with a new strategy regarding euro crosses.